Hey everyone, I really just wanted to record this video because I'm so damn excited from some of this news that we just received in the last 24 hours. We of course got the Ask the Developer series for Mario Kart World, and we got to learn a whole bunch about that game's development, and of course we actually got some new information regarding Mario Kart Tour. And no, I'm not referring to the Mario Kart Tour segment in the developer series, I'm actually referring to a data mine, which is actually potentially linked to Mario Kart World. Spoiler alert, there seems to be a lot more Mario Kart content coming, and I don't know about you, but I'm pretty damn excited about this. I didn't write no script up or nothing, I just literally got a few dot points on the screen just so I could discuss it and just give you my thoughts based on all the information as well. So, before we even do get started as well, just be aware that we're giving away a Nintendo Switch 2 on this channel and a copy of Mario Kart World as well, and the only thing that you need to do to be part of that giveaway is just be subscribed. That is it. Alright, now we got that information out of the way, let's go into all the data mined information from Tour first, and then we'll just talk about how it kind of correlates to Mario Kart World. So, if you're not familiar with Mario Kart Tour, this is essentially just Nintendo's mobile game of Mario Kart, and essentially every 2 weeks new content was delivered to the game, and you just continue to get new updates as you played. And the exciting part about all the Mario Kart Tour stuff is that when Mario Kart 8 Deluxe's Booster Course Pass was announced, those two were just directly correlated. So if you got something in Tour, it was more than likely was going to come to 8 Deluxe's Booster Course Pass and whatnot. Some things didn't line up, but for the most part, it lined up pretty well. The thing about Mario Kart Tour is, it hasn't got any new updates literally since September 11th, 2023, where it was actually announced that the 2023 anniversary tour would be the final tour to introduce new courses, drivers, karts, gliders, etc. Essentially, the game was just on loop mode. I didn't expect this to change ever, and I kind of thought the game would just eventually close down and then it would just not be playable again, which would have been sad. However, data miner Cooper V, who I actually have a very good relationship with and has actually actively data mined a lot of stuff for Tour in advance, has actually shared a brand new announcement over on his YouTube channel, which is phenomenal news for Mario Kart Tour fans, and I would say Mario Kart World fans as well. Essentially, new content is actually being found in the files for release in the coming weeks. Ironically, starting from the 11th of June, which if you didn't know was a week after the release of Mario Kart World. The date isn't 100% confirmed yet, but the developers definitely has something prepared, and I have a feeling that we're going to be seeing something very new in the future. The files are actually suggesting that we're going to be receiving a new high-end driver among other things. We don't know too much about the new high-end driver just yet, so we don't know who it is, but it apparently was one of the very first drivers ever planned for the game, and of course it never released in the base game at all. I do have some theories on this that is actually related to what we learned from the Mario Kart World and the developer series. There's also going to be 4 new karts as well that are planned to be added to the game. We don't have any idea on when they will be released, or I guess the frequency, so there might be one tour and then maybe another one and another tour. We don't know any of that stuff yet, but the thing that we do know is that there is some information in the files that we'll be releasing. What's really ironic though is that the 11th of June is the start of the Mario and Luigi Tour, which will also be the 150th tour for Mario Kart Tour, and once again, this is going to be the very first tour after the release of Mario Kart World. So I can definitely see some sort of correlations here. I should probably also mention to never trust leaks 100%, but just regardless, it's extremely exciting. I don't even know how they're going to do this because the game has literally been on loop mode since September 2023. So if it was going to be a major update to the game, I would probably expect Nintendo to do some sort of announcement in advance and maybe just show the development plans for the game. Maybe it gets a major overhaul to be a lot more like Mario Kart World. And by that, I mean no more underwater driving and that kind of stuff. But that information, I don't know. So theorize all you want down in the comments below. This is just absolutely crazy to me. I've always wanted the Mario Kart Tour formula to exist in the next Mario Kart game, just where new content gets released every couple of weeks and just keeps the game always fresh in the news and just the headlines. Because even though Mario Kart Tour wasn't probably that well received by everybody, one thing is for sure is when there was a brand new course or there was new information coming out or anything just relatively new, it always hit the major news gaming websites. So from that regard, it's always a nice way to actually keep games going and living on, especially for a very big game like Mario Kart World, which we actually learned a fair bit about. I don't know if Mario Kart Tour potentially coming back with new content has any direct correlation with Mario Kart World and getting new content, but I still think there's going to be a lot of content that isn't in Mario Kart World yet or hasn't been announced yet that I think could come later on. I'm speaking at characters like Diddy Kong and just characters that you would expect to be in the game because they're pretty stock standard, and especially when games like DK Bonanza really focuses heavily on DK, and we've been seeing a lot about this new Diddy Kong render as well. I would kind of expect this formula to really work well with Mario Kart World. Maybe not in the form of consistent updates, but of DLC of some sort, and if this relates back to Mario Kart Tour as well, you can always just continue to keep the Mario Kart name in the news headlines for time to come. Of course, one of the things that could be happening here is we basically just get Mario Kart World content in Mario Kart Tour. So I'm talking about things like outfits, characters, maybe a few different kinds of tracks, the different time of day track variants, which we got to see a little bit more in the developer series too. Just a whole lot of that new kind of stuff. But regardless, the more content for Mario Kart Tour, the better. And Cooper V has promised that in 2 weeks' time, the files will most likely be updated again as per normal, so we'll be able to hear a little bit more about this soon. Unless, of course, Nintendo just come out and announce it first. I don't care either way, I just want more Mario Kart content all year round. This is all kind of ironic though, because I posted this screenshot over on my Twitter last night, because I was a little bit saddened to see that they didn't consider Mario Kart Tour Mario Kart 9, but I don't really care about numberings, they're all good games in my opinion. However, we actually found out during that article, if I actually read it properly before posting anything, that Mario Kart World has been in development since 2017. That is a damn long time. And they decided to move over from the Nintendo Switch 1 to the Switch 2 in 2020. Regardless, that's a goddamn long time. They actually specifically mentioned the cow in this, which apparently was designed when working on a very early course in the game that was set on a ranch. And they of course sketched up a cow and really liked it and made it a brand new character. And of course that led to the NPC characters sort of becoming part of this new game. So that kind of leads me back to the character that was in Tour's files. Maybe potentially that's the cow. Again, a massive stretch, I've got no idea. It could just be literally a new reskin Mario for the new art style and then just a cross-promotional thing and that's the end of it. We don't actually know, but it's still exciting. Just crossing over a little bit back to that developer series as well. I also really liked how they kind of touched on how the different art style looks this time around, and they gave it more of a rounded and kind of like feel lively approach with their vehicles. So just things like rounded designs, soft facial expressions, and just rich movements. And in my opinion, I think it looks really good and just really alive. It was also cool to get to see a lot of early concept art as well for just things like the weather mechanics and all that jazz. We also get to see how stickers are used in this game, which we also got technically in Mario Kart Tour free badges. So I like to see this cross connection. Maybe I'm just drawing lines at nothing, but it's cool in my opinion. I've really been trying to stay away from a lot of Mario Kart World information, and I know it's ironic because I'm a Nintendo and a Mario Kart guy, and I like to obviously give everyone new information when it comes out. But I've just wanted to experience like actually playing Mario Kart World for the very first time by myself on stream, of course, and just getting to experience everything together. So to be completely honest, I've been really head in the waters on just doing the track analysis stuff for the retros, and that's kind of it. And then of course, when the game comes out, we can do a lot more of the actual in-depth analysis stuff and actually gameplay stuff too. But regardless, it's exciting to see that Tour may potentially be getting new content. Whether it's reskin world content or not, it's just exciting. There are honestly so many opportunities for Nintendo to just add more Mario Kart World content like races, drivers, etc. And I'd love this to be in line with Tour, just like Mario Kart 8 Deluxe's Booster Course Pass was, and they can do this in literally any way. In the form of DLC like the Booster Course Pass, or maybe even make Mario Kart World just part of Mario Kart Tour and they just get updates together. I don't really care how they do it. I just want to see Mario Kart get content all year round, not because it's good for my YouTube channel and it makes me videos and I can obviously upload stuff and get views and all that stuff like that. You know, I'm not about that. I don't care about that stuff. I just want more Mario Kart stuff because I love it. I love talking about it and I love bringing the community together to go through this all. So if you haven't already, make sure to check out Cooper V's channel to see this video in depth. And yeah, look forward to the rest of my changes and analysis videos I've been working damn hard on. And I do have a few other videos planned as well before the release of Mario Kart World. If I get to them, great. If I don't get to them, well, just know I was planning some stuff. So anyway, that's going to be the end of me for this video. I really hope you did enjoy this, and if you did, leave a like, comment, and of course subscribe. Let me know all of your theories and what you think about this news. And also, I really hope to see a lot of those Mario Kart Tour YouTubers primarily come back for this news. And of course, if this does eventuate to anything, I love to see all those people make content again too, because that really got me through COVID, man. It was huge. But anyway, make sure to take care of yourselves and get excited because we are so damn close to Mario Kart World's release now, baby. See you all later.